Like you can stay stagnant and everyone can go past you, or you can, move forward with everybody else. And if you want to put in the extra time, that one of the things that what somebody told me once that it didn't make a whole lot of sense at the time, but later on I understood it was that extra mile is the loneliest mile. And I always thought it meant that like I needed to do above and beyond what everybody else was doing. And that was that extra mile. And that's why it was going to be the loneliest mile because outside of regular practice, you go and do more and do stuff on your own. But it's so much more than that because somebody who dedicates their life to something and that they want to achieve like the highest levels of it, other people looking in don't understand that. I've had people tell me in the past that I was burning the candle at both ends and down the middle, that I needed to not self-destruct. And I couldn't understand it. I was like, but Olympians train way more than what I'm doing. So how is that possible? But people who are not driven the way like high level athletes are never going to understand it. And that's that part of that loneliest mile is like to everyone looking in, you look crazy. You're, always on the range or you're always practicing or you're always doing something. Like your life revolves around this thing. Well, but that's what it takes to become great. It's what it takes to become a high level athlete. So, like that extra work you put in, it's going to show and people are going to notice it and be like, wow, look at you, you're really good. But they're not always going to understand the work that goes into all of that. You have to put in the work.
Yeah, yeah, very, very true. Now, somebody just starting out, getting their first bow is not going to be able to do, 3 to 5 times a week because they're just not going to have the strength or anything else. What would you recommend to somebody that's just picked up their first, let's say it's a recurve, and they just like to just shoot in the backyard, but yet they want to be good enough that, they're hitting their target, more times than not. What would you kind of recommend for them for like a practice routine or a schedule?
My recommendation would be to shoot every other day or every third day and not go nuts because most of us tend to do what? We don't practice and then we want to shoot 200 arrows in one day